Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and where we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. Today, we have an interesting episode for you guys, so make sure you go and stick around for the video and like the video. Anyway, let me get into this topic here. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this one. I'm sure many of you know by now, at least the people that have been following this channel for quite some time, we have produced at least 10 to 15 shows where we've totally dismantled this fake LeBron versus Jordan argument. I think it's one of the silliest debates in sports. Nevertheless, people try to do it. To me, I think it's all manufactured, and I don't think it has anything that is really based in reality. And a lot of the people that have watched those videos, funny enough, have actually thanked us because they said, hey, man, after watching this video, you gave us a lot of ammunition to go and argue with some of our friends and debate some of our friends. We appreciate that. And I think a lot of people enjoy this type of videos because they're getting another perspective, right? Usually, I think the main person in media that really defends Michael Jordan is Skip Bayless, but I don't think he's as good as he used to be in the past. In the past, he used to be fiery. He used to really, go at it. Go look at some of his older videos when he was really, championing Michael Jordan. But some of the people really enjoyed the content that we produced. Listen, I think LeBron is a top 10 player of all time, and there's no question about it. There's no question about it, at least to me. But to suggest that he is close to Michael Jordan, I think is laughable. I think it's laughable, and I think it's silly. Some people say, "Really? Did you just say?" Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I said, and I'm willing to debate anybody, anywhere. That's worth debating, obviously, about it. I'm willing to debate anyone on this. But there's one person that somehow still tries to find ways to make arguments saying that not only is LeBron on Michael Jordan's level, but somehow he's above him. And that person is Nick Wright. Nick Wright has done this on many occasions. But yesterday, however, I was listening to a segment on, First Things First, that's their show on Fox FS1. And they were going back and forth about it, right? And at one point, Chris Broussard basically took Nick Wright to school about the whole Jordan and LeBron James debate. So for those of you who missed what Chris Broussard had to say to Nick Wright, take a listen to what he had to say and want to come back and react to it.
I think Jordan is the GOAT, and I got LeBron number 2. So I didn't need this to bolster my argument about Jordan, but I do think this is another factor that works in Jordan's favor. All right, it doesn't really hurt LeBron because, again, it doesn't bring him down any. He's not dropping to 3 or 4 or 5, but I don't see any way it helps him in the GOAT conversation, because here's the thing, Nick. Now, there was a dynasty during the LeBron James era, and it wasn't his. It was the Golden State Warriors. All right? Now, and on top of that, LeBron never created his own dynasty. Maybe you can call Miami a mini dynasty if you want. They won back-to-back. They went to 4. So if you want to give them a mini dynasty, maybe. Sure. But obviously, he has no real full dynasty in the NBA. And that's a knock against them. But then when you add on that somebody else did create a dynasty, and I get Durant was there for the 2 years. But I don't even know if you can go there because LeBron created his own super-duper team as well. And they didn't maximize it. They won 2 out of 4. All right, Golden State with Durant maximized that run where they won the 2 and then Durant got hurt, so they would have won 3. So that's the thing, too. I remember I said this all the time, Nick. I was on TV the night LeBron decided to go to Miami. And if you had told me at that time, oh, they're going to win 2 of the next 4 rings, I would have been like, yeah, but 2 of the next 4, that's it? Oh, they're getting at least 3, maybe 4. All right, and they got 2. So those are arguments that work against LeBron. Now, if you want to say, well, there was a dynasty when Jordan played, there was before he started winning. And and just like teams beat Jordan before he started winning titles, a lot of teams beat LeBron, too, before he started winning titles. Yeah. But if you want to go there, I'd say this. The dynasty in Jordan's career was the Showtime Lakers, best point guard of all time, best center of all time, and another top 75 player in James Worthy. So 3 top 75s. Yeah. The dynasty in LeBron's era, Steph Curry, second best point guard of all time, and the only top 75 player on the team. So I don't think any way you
who was there for
I'm not using this. I'm not using it. Okay, so 2, but not 4. He wasn't there for all 4.
Yeah.
And again, I just explained LeBron's super team. So I don't think any way you slice it, you can use this to help the LeBron argument.
Okay.
I'm not going to use it against him necessarily. You can't use it to help him.
Let me say this. We recently touched on this topic a few days ago, 1 or 2 days ago, about on a show that we produced. But we're going to discuss it again, and we're going to bring it up again. The reason Michael Jordan got dominated early in his NBA career was simply because he didn't have a single all-star teammate for the first 5 or 6 years of his NBA career. That's the simple reason. The reason LeBron never won a ring for the first 6 or 7 years of his NBA career, I don't remember how many years it was before he won his first championship, was simply because LeBron wasn't good enough, period, end of story. Guys, there's no other secret. We can end the video right here. That's all. There was no other reason. There's no other secret reason. There's no other master plan. That was the reason LeBron wasn't able to win, period, end of story. Because the moment Jordan had 1 All-Star, he went on to win 6 championships in 8 years. LeBron had played with many All-Stars, hadn't won a single thing. A single thing. Period, end of story. The Orlando Magic, featuring Dwight Howard, I think Rayford Olsen was all on the Mikel Petrus, all of these guys. I don't remember some of the other, Hito Turkoglu, all of these guys that LeBron James played, knocked out LeBron in the Eastern Conference Finals. That team, and I believe LeBron James had an All-Star on his team. I don't remember the players, but he had 1 or 2 All-Stars on that team. They knocked them out. They beat them and went to the finals, and then Kobe beat that same team in the NBA Finals. The team that beat LeBron, Kobe beat that same team in the NBA Finals. The Celtics that kept beating LeBron James when he was on the Cavs in the East was beaten by Kobe Bryant in the NBA Finals when he was with the Lakers. Let's keep that. Let's put that into perspective. It took LeBron to get 2 All-Stars to win his first NBA championship as the man. He needed 2 All-Stars to do it. Kobe Bryant won 2 rings with Pau Gasol. With Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is not going to be in the top 75. I don't think so. I don't believe so. Kobe was winning championships as the single top 75 player. He beat 3 top 75 players in the Boston Celtics. As the only top 75 player on his team, he beat that team. That was Kobe. Kobe, I believe, is the only player in the top 75, or is the only player in the top 7 or top 5 or whatever, the top 10, if I'm not mistaken, that has won 2 championships without a single top 75 player on his roster. I believe Kobe Bryant is the only player in the top 10 that has won 2 championships without a single top 75 player teammate. He won 3 with Shaq, but the other 2, he didn't win with any other top 75 player. He didn't. And it's just another reason why I have Kobe ahead of LeBron. Some people feel, oh, that's what I think. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. But back to Jordan. There is no argument, folks. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. There is no argument you can bring that says LeBron is better than Kobe. I read a comment just yesterday. One of our viewers left all of these stats and he kept on putting all time, meaning longevity. He's talking about time. LeBron has played for an eon, and therefore he's saying he's better than him at this. No, bro, he's just been playing longer. Let's go look at what those guys actually accomplished. Jordan, a 10-year window in Michael Jordan's career is more impressive than any other NBA basketball player, in my personal opinion. Truly, I don't believe there's anyone that comes close to Jordan in that regard. No one, not even LeBron. You can't touch him. You can't touch him. Michael Jordan is by far the more superior offensive player. And I'm a Kobe fan. Michael Jordan was by far the more superior offensive player than LeBron. It was not even close. This is not up for discussion. He was by far the better defender. Michael Jordan is the best two-way basketball player in the history of basketball. How is this even debatable? He is the best two-way player in the history of the sport. The guy has 10 scoring titles. He has the highest scoring average in the regular season, which is higher than Wilt Chamberlain. He has the highest scoring playoff average, in the history of the NBA. He has 10 scoring titles. On the other side, the guy also made 9 all-first defensive teams. Let me say it one more time for the dweebs. 9 all-first. And he has a defensive player of the year. And he led the league in steals 3 times. Then the guy goes to the NBA Finals and sweeps it and captures 6 Finals MVPs. Please help me understand. How are you trying to make an argument against that? How? Not to mention his clutch. Like, how are we? So to me, I'm going to say it again, and I said it before, and I'm going to say it once more. There's no argument, not one, to suggest that LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. Just stop wasting your time with it. Just stop. And if you heard Chris Broussard in that audio, he said, do you want me to keep going? Because it can get uglier.